Have you ever tried taping a shattered glass back together? Sure, it might hold, but it won't feel safe to drink from. That's how most people treat broken trust in relationships. Quick fixes, forced forgiveness, toxic positivity. And here's what most experts won't tell you, can't tell you. Trust isn't about slapping on affirmations and hoping for the best. As a psychologist who has helped thousands of couples rebuild from betrayal, I'm going to show you what actually works step by step. Because trust isn't just a feeling, it's a process. And it can be learned and it can be rebuilt if both people are willing to show up. If you're here, I want to start by acknowledging something. You're carrying pain. Maybe your partner lied. Maybe you did. Maybe it wasn't a single betrayal, but a slow breakdown, a string of broken promises. And now you're here wondering, can we get it back? So let's break this down. Part 1, the problem. Trust feels impossible to rebuild. The problem most couples run into is that they treat trust like a light switch, on, off, on, off. But in reality, trust is actually a muscle. It atrophies without consistency, and it strengthens with repetition and surety. Where couples get stuck is thinking one big gesture will fix the damage. You've probably heard or said this at least once. I said I was sorry. What more do they want? I came clean. I gave her the passcode to my phone. But trust doesn't rebuild through one grand act. It rebuilds through millions of micro moments. Following through on your word, validating their feelings, staying calm when they expect you to blow up, showing up when they expect you not to show up. The problem is these micro moments don't feel like progress. They take too long. And without a roadmap, it's easy to quit too soon. Part 2, the hidden cost of trying too hard. Let me give you a real example. A couple I worked with, we'll call them Claire and Marcus. Claire broke trust. She hid things like money and sneaky texts. Nothing physical, but still betrayal. Marcus found out, was devastated. Claire wanted to win him back. She read all of the books, sent paragraphs of apologies, bought gifts, overcompensated, but Marcus wasn't healing because what he needed wasn't more effort. He needed more safety and repair. And that's the truth most people miss. You cannot rebuild trust by working harder. You rebuild trust by becoming someone safe to connect with again. Not perfect, not punishment accepting, just safe. Part 3, the 3 pillars of rebuilding trust. Here's what I've found to be true across hundreds of couples. Trust can be rebuilt when 3 things are present. 1, accountability. This means taking full ownership, no minimizing, no justifying. It sounds like, I see how my actions hurt you. I want to hear what this has brought up for you. I understand this will take time. If you're the one who broke the trust, this is your job. 2, transparency with boundaries. Some coaches say, give them full access to everything forever. That's not sustainable. Transparency must come with agreed upon timelines and conversations. It sounds like, would it help you feel safe if I shared more about my day? Let's set up a weekly check-in where you can ask anything. Transparency without boundaries becomes surveillance, and surveillance does not build trust. It builds resentment. Number 3, repair attempts that match the wound. You don't use Band-Aids on a bullet wound. If the trust break was deep, the repair needs to be intentional and ongoing. This could mean working with a couples therapist. You got to choose a good one though. Creating a new set of agreements. Having tough conversations weekly, not just once. Letting yourself go through all the things. The deeper the rupture, the slower the rebuild, and that is okay. Part 4, what to do if you're the one who was hurt. Now, if you're the one on the receiving end of the betrayal, I want you to hear this. You are allowed to take your time. You are allowed to ask questions. You are allowed to need more than you used to. And healing will also ask you to look inward. Eventually, to rebuild trust, you're going to need to let go of needing constant proof. You're going to need to notice when old fears are coloring new facts. Be open to receiving change without punishing it. They're the hard truths. It takes a lot of courage and maturity to rebuild trust with someone. If you're staying, you need to stay with your whole heart. Otherwise, you're both in limbo. Now, you may take your time to open your whole heart. That's reasonable. Because rebuilding trust is like learning to walk again after an injury. You don't go straight into running. You test your weight. You learn what hurts, and you build strength step by step until the ground beneath you feels solid again. It's not fast, it's not flashy, it's not sexy, it's real. And it works when both people are willing to do the physical therapy it takes to heal, not just hope the limp disappears. You've asked, what can I do to rebuild trust in my relationship? Here are your next steps. Number 1, identify the rupture clearly. What happened? What was felt? What's unresolved? Have an open dialogue around what safety looks like now. Number 2, agree on small, repeatable actions that restore your faith daily. 3, check in weekly, not to rehash, but to assess your progress together. Number 4, seek support. A good professional can guide you with things you can't see alone. Okay, my loves, that was a big one, and that's all I have for you today. Now, if this has landed, share your thoughts below. Save this video if you're in the rebuilding season, and send it to a friend who needs to hear it. It's hard work doing this work, and you're doing a really good job. When there's been a betrayal, there is a great opportunity for growth and maturity, and that can feel uncomfortable. You are doing a good job. If your brain just lit up and you're like, yes, please, more of this, go watch this next video over here. It builds right on what we just talked about.